Hello, welcome to a supersized edition of the Power 5 for this weekend, where I'll be talking both college football Saturday and NFL Sunday. Can maybe even call this one the Power 10, because it's going to be a double shot of market moves, sell high spots, buy low spots, stats of the day, and free picks. Stay tuned. Let's start it, though, by looking at the WagerTalk.com odds screen and see where the market is moving for this weekend's huge slate of games for college. Always a ton of line moves for Saturday's card. All these numbers that I'm about to roll out here, current as of Friday afternoon. Troy, down to +1. They open +3 at unbeaten Georgia State. Florida, down to +1. They also open +3 at unbeaten Kentucky. South Alabama, down to +2.5. They open +4.5 at unbeaten James Madison. Do you see a pattern developing here? Switching gears, though, number 1 Georgia, who's obviously unbeaten, they're down to -14. They opened -16 at Auburn. Good luck if you want to take the points with Auburn there. I'll have more on that in a minute. And here's another stinky one. East Carolina down to +3.5 on the road against our old friends, Rice. And those were not the most marquee matchups per se. So if there is a line move in college football you'd like me to discuss, mention it down in the comments section. I'll be sure to reply to you directly. Now, looking at how the market is moving for the NFL on Sunday, again, all numbers current as of Friday afternoon. The Vikings are up to -4.5 at Carolina in a battle of winless teams. No thanks. Cleveland, who was up to -3 at home versus Baltimore, now back down to -1.5. That number's probably going to move even more. That's based on some breaking news. Quarterback Deshaun Watson has been limited in practice the last couple days. It looks like he's going to be out, and rookie DTR is going to start in his place. Certainly something worth keeping an eye on. Bettors love the Eagles in Week 4, taking them up to -9.5 at home versus the Commanders, despite the short week for the reigning NFC champs. This is a revenge spot. Washington won in Philly last year. That is Jalen Hurts' only regular season loss in his last 21 starts. And the Cowboys, off a horrendous loss in Arizona, they're down to -6 against the Patriots. America's team, quote unquote, opened -7.5. Okay, now to sell high, I'm going to give you one team in college, one team in the NFL. College, Oklahoma. The Sooners are in a big look-ahead spot here. They've got Texas on deck and are laying 20 points to an Iowa State team that always plays them tough. Each of the last 8 meetings in this series decided by 14 points or less, 6 of those 8 by 1 possession. In NFL, sell high on Pittsburgh as a road favorite in Houston. I said this on multiple shows this week. Since the start of the 2021 season, the Steelers have a -109 point differential and just 3 wins by more than 1 possession. Buy low, same thing. I'm going to give you one team in college, one team in the NFL. College, South Alabama. This is another game I've talked about through the week. Jaguars, they're only 2-2, but they really gave one away last week at home against Central Michigan. James Madison, who South Alabama's playing, they're 4-0, but 2 of those wins by a total of 3 points. They barely beat lowly Virginia. As I said earlier, the market agrees with me on this one. South Alabama now getting less than a field goal. Buy low in the NFL, Jacksonville. This is the early game over in London. Jags are accustomed to playing there. Falcons not so much. Desmond Ridder simply does not look like the answer at quarterback for Atlanta, at least not yet. Jags can ill afford a 1-3 start with Buffalo on deck next week. I've got 2 great stats for you in a minute, one college, one NFL, but please, first, go ahead, smash that like button, give the show a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing, and feel free, of course, to comment down below here on YouTube with your favorite bets for the weekend. Stat of the day in college football. Remember earlier when I said good luck if you want to take the points with Auburn against Georgia this week? Well, big reason for that is Auburn has scored a grand total of 57 points in the last 6 meetings with the Dogs. Not good. That's less than 10 per game. Stat of the day in the NFL. This week, the Arizona Cardinals are the first team in the wild card era to be a double-digit dog in their 4th game after starting 3-0 ATS. They're currently +14 at San Francisco. I did a preview for that NFC West matchup right here on WagerTalk's YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our exclusive sports betting content. Free plays coming up, but one last thing. You should know what it is. Yes, I'm going to mention it one last time here this week. I am the $2 handicapper at WagerTalk, which means you can get my very first 5% NFL play of the season for only $2. Just $2. Through the first 3 weeks of the season, I went 10-5 overall, 67%. Includes a 6-1 record with sides. 5 of those 6 sides were underdogs that went outright. This 5% play, obviously my strongest side released to date. And again, it's just $2. Go to WagerTalk.com right now to pick it up. All right, power play of the day for Saturday, college football. How about South Carolina getting 12 at Tennessee? I know the Vols have revenge, but we faded this team 2 weeks ago at Florida as a 5% play. I just don't think Tennessee is very good this season, guys. Power play of the day for Sunday NFL. Let's go with the Rams over the Colts in a battle of two teams that have played better than expected. But I like the Rams in a game where the line has been bouncing between -1 and +1 all week. And that does it for this special weekend edition of the Power 5 for Week 5 of college football and Week 4 of the NFL. Make sure to head on over to WagerTalk.com to get that 5% play. Yes, I mentioned it one more time. I lied earlier. Check me out on Twitter at Bryan Power _wins. Now let's all go cash some tickets.